What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Satu. I'm bringing you another NFL mock draft. Now, due to me not watching the NBA season because I think it's boring as hell, I've had a lot of time to watch a lot of football. I watched every single NFL game, every single college weekly game. I watched every single FBS conference championship game. I watched the college football playoffs. I watched the Senior Bowl week. I watched the NFL playoffs, and I watched the NFL Super Bowl, of course. So it's about time I finally did a mock draft. A lot of things are going up, a lot of things are going down. If you do see me look down a lot, it's because I have my notes written down right here, and I don't want you guys to see them, so I'm just going to say them out loud. So I'm sorry if you see me looking down a lot. But let's not waste any time. This draft also does not have to do with any free agent signings or any trades, so at all. This is just straight off what team needs and what I think a team really needs next year coming into the season. So I'm not going to include Allen Robinson and what they're going to do off of a little thing like that unless it's pretty obvious on what they're going to do. But nothing like that's going to be in here. So no Juju to the Chargers type shit and everybody gets everybody in players. Okay. So let's not waste any time with the first pick. The Jacksonville Jaguars are obviously taking Trevor Lawrence out of Clemson. This is the mock draft doesn't really start until the second pick. But the first pick, Trevor Lawrence, Jacksonville Jaguars. We saw what Trevor Lawrence did to Alabama his freshman year, and that really put the stamp on him, bro. That really made him official. Nobody ever saw a quarterback or a team dismantle Alabama the way Trevor Lawrence did his freshman year. Him and Justin Ross put 44 points on the Alabama defense, bro. It was absolutely nothing. And he's been to the conference championship. He went to the championship after that. And then this past year, Ohio State finally knocked him out. But everybody knew that Lawrence was the golden boy since he stepped foot on campus at Clemson. Everybody knows he's going to be the first pick since he stepped foot at Clemson. Trevor Lawrence, first pick, NFL draft. Now let's really get into it and not waste any time. With the second pick in the NFL draft, I have the Jets getting Zach Wilson out of BYU. Now, a lot of you guys are going to say, why not Justin Fields over Zach Wilson? Well, even though Justin Fields did play a lot more harder competition, Zach Wilson does have the slight edge just because Zach Wilson can throw the ball a little bit better. Justin Fields has problems throwing it to the outside of to the sideline when he's rolling out the pocket. Zach Wilson doesn't have that problem. Zach Wilson can make plays on his legs. And he can make the deep throw. He does throw a little bit of contested balls, but Zach Wilson is a safer choice right here. And I feel like he just has a slight little edge over Justin Fields. It's just right here, bro. It's right there. So Zach Wilson does get my pick right now for the second pick. Why not get rid of Sam Darnold? Listen, Sam Darnold does have, I understand he doesn't have weapons like that, and a lot of you are going to say, Sam Darnold, give Sam Darnold weapons, give him weapons, give him weapons. That's not really the case because even coming out of college, Sam Darnold threw the most picks coming out into the draft. And I feel like if I'm you, I'm trading Sam Darnold for more picks, and I'm getting my franchise guy with Zach Wilson because he's a safer choice, obviously. And I feel like he's a way better quarterback than Sam Darnold was coming out of college, too. Now, with the third pick in the NFL draft, I got the Miami Dolphins getting Ja'Marr Chase out of LSU. Now, a lot of y'all going to say, why not Devontae Smith here? Devontae Smith had the best college football season ever. He broke all the records. Why not go Smith here? I think a lot of y'all forget what Ja'Marr Chase did in 2019 with that LSU team, bro. And believe it or not, Ja'Marr Chase was the most deeply targeted receiver in 2019. And Ja'Marr Chase has more of that NFL build than Devontae Smith does as well. And I just give Ja'Marr Chase a slight better edge over Devontae Smith. And I feel like he's a safer choice. A lot of you are going to say, why not reunite Tua and Devontae Smith? No, bro, it's not college. It does not work like that. Make the safer choice. Get Ja'Marr Chase. He's a great receiver. We all saw 2019. I do believe that even though he did opt out, he's still the best receiver in this draft. Now, with the fourth pick in the NFL draft, I have the Atlanta Falcons getting Justin Fields out of Ohio State. Now, a lot of y'all going to say the Falcons need to do something different on the defense side of the ball, get more pass rushes. You can get that in the second round. Justin Fields right now, that is the best pick because Matt Ryan is 36 years old, and you don't know when you're going to have a top 5 pick like this to get a quarterback like this in the future. Now, you could wait until next year, but I believe Justin Fields is better than any quarterback coming out next year and any quarterback coming out the year after that. So I believe the safer choice right now is to go Justin Fields out of Ohio State. He is from Georgia too. Bring him to his hometown, bro. Let him do that. Let him build a connection with Julio and with Ridley. Also, as well, we can draft a running back or something in the second round. Justin Fields, too, can learn how to throw to the sidelines sitting behind Matt Ryan for a year or two. He can learn how to throw to the sidelines. Matt Ryan can teach him how to do it. So then when he really steps on the field, he can be that elite quarterback and really take over and dominate in that ATL offense. Now, with the 5th pick in the NFL draft, I have the Cincinnati Bengals getting Penei Sewell out of Oregon. Now, why not protect your franchise guy? You drafted Joe Burrow with the 1st pick last year. You got T. Higgins in the 2nd round. You got Tyler Eifert. You got Joe Mixon. Why not protect your franchise quarterback with Penei Sewell? Obviously, Joe Burrow tore his ACL. He had to sit out the rest of the year after, I think, week 9. So why not get a offensive tackle that could protect him? Penei Sewell is the best tackle in this draft. A lot of you guys can argue Rashawn Slater out of Northwestern, but it is Penei Sewell. I believe right here, Bengals go Penei Sewell with this pick. Now, with the 6th pick in the NFL draft, I have the Philadelphia Eagles getting Devontae Smith out of Alabama. Now, here's the thing with Devontae Smith. Yes, he broke all the records. Yes, that is a Slim Reaper. I believe right here, you get him with the pick. A lot of y'all going to say we drafted Jalen Reagor in the 1st round last year. Well, here's the thing. If you're going to give Jalen Hurts a chance at being your starting quarterback, give him Devontae Smith and Miles Sanders. No disrespect to Jalen Reagor, but he did not perform as well as we all expected. And I feel like Devontae Smith right here, the Slim Reaper, will be the best chance y'all get. And Jalen Hurts and Smith do have that connection because they did play Alabama together. And you can add Miles Sanders to that. Get the Slim Reaper, bro. Make the safer choice. Get Devontae Smith. Now, with the 7th pick in the NFL draft, I have the Detroit Lions getting Jalen Waddle out of Alabama. Now, here's what a lot of y'all going to say about, here's what I have to say about Jalen Waddle. To me, Jalen Waddle is the best receiver out of the Alabama 4. Why? Because Jalen Waddle can be your punt returner. He can be your kick returner. He can line up in the inside. He can line up in the outside. He can score any way. And if you don't believe me, watch his 2019 Auburn tape when he scored 4 times. Kick return, punt return, 2 touchdowns off of jumping over the DB, and he runs a 4.2, 4.3 40. Now, a lot of y'all going to say Devontae Smith did that this year, bro, so what's the difference between him and Waddle? Here's the thing. Before Waddle broke his ankle, Waddle was a kick returner and punt returner for this team. He was also the outside deep threat as well and the inside deep threat. And Smith had to step up once Waddle broke his ankle. If Waddle never breaks his ankle, Smith is never the receiver that I can't say that, but he's not as dominant as he did because Waddle be out there doing everything that Smith did. So let's not forget what type of player Waddle really is, bro. Waddle is a special talent and he's phenomenal. And he runs a 4.2, 4.3 40 and he can out-jump DBs, bro. Waddle is going to be great. Now, you re-signed Kenny Golladay, so you have a 2 deep threat receiver core. You just traded for Jared Goff, and then you got a young sophomore running back and DeAndre Swift coming back next year. Let's get it popping, man. Detroit can always fix their defense later. Jeff Okudah didn't do as well as we all thought his rookie year. But you can always get corners and defensive line help in the 2nd round. Get Jalen Waddle. He's a once-in-a-lifetime talent, bro. Get that man, bro. With the 8th pick in the NFL draft, I have the Carolina Panthers getting Trey Lance out of North Dakota State. Now, I will say this about Trey Lance, bro. He changed my mind instantly. When I first heard of Trey Lance, bro, everybody said 30 touchdowns, 0 INTs, bro. I was thinking he didn't play nobody. He didn't play against Jack. He was just being the best player on the field, yada, yada, yada. Now, going back and look at it, bro, and look at his old tapes and his quarterback films and stuff, this man is the truth, bro. I didn't know that this man had like a Josh Allen arm. He could throw the ball 70, 80 yards down the field, and he could run and use the ball with his legs. He was projected a top 3 pick in the NFL draft for quarterbacks, but Zach Wilson stepped up from BYU, and now he's a top 2, 3 quarterback. But Trey Lance is still top 4, bro, and I believe right here Carolina gets him. Teddy Bridgewater, no offense to you, but you got to get replaced by Trey Lance. You go with CMC, you re-sign Curtis Samuel this offseason, you got DJ Moore, and you have Robbie Anderson with Trey Lance, bro. Let him rip it and let the team go get it. Run a read option with CMC, do a little damage right there. Give my Falcons some work and some competition for the next 7-8 years. Now, with the 9th pick in the NFL draft, I have the Denver Broncos getting Patrick Surtain out of Alabama. So, a lot of y'all going to say you could go Caleb Farley here out of Virginia Tech. The thing with Patrick Surtain is he played against more competition. He locked up the best receivers. And I've never heard a college quarterback say, and I quote, "I don't even look his way. I get shook when I have to throw this man's way." That's how much of a lockdown Patrick Surtain is. Caleb Farley does have a little more athleticism than Patrick Surtain, but I say you make the safer choice and go with the man lockdown corner out of Bama, Patrick Surtain. Caleb Farley is still up there, and I do believe Caleb Farley could just be a tiny bit better, but I feel like they're going to go with the Patrick Surtain is going to get the edge in this just because he's coming straight out of Bama product, and you know how everybody feels about them Bamas besides the quarterbacks. Now, with the 10th pick in the NFL draft, I have the Dallas Cowboys getting Micah Parsons out of Penn State. So, here's the thing about Micah Parsons that could set him back. He does have top 10 talent. And he said he is an edge rusher at heart. He's like a Von Miller. He's not a safety like Isaiah Simmons, like everybody wants him to be. He's an edge rusher. He wants to get to that quarterback. Here's what's really going to mess up Micah Parsons. He is involved with a Penn State scandal of harassment and sexual harassment, which really sucks because he is really good. And I feel like if that turns out to be true, he's going to have a Reuben Foster type of career. And what I mean by that is not like type of career, but I mean like draft. Reuben Foster was projected to be the number one linebacker coming out of college when he first came out. But then that whole harassment and the whole thing happened with Reuben Foster, and it dropped him back to the last pick of the NFL draft instead of a top 10, top 5 pick like he was. And I feel like this is really true with Micah Parsons. Is really going to put his draft stock back. But if it's fake, obviously he's going to sit right here at 10 with the Cowboys. A lot of y'all going to say the Cowboys do need DB and corner help. You can get that in the second round because there's not a lot of corners going in the top. In the top 32, obviously. So I believe Micah Parsons, get him one generation talent, get him next to Jalen Smith, bam, and start off your defense right and get an edge rusher and Micah Parsons. Now, with the 11th pick in the NFL draft, I have the New York Giants getting Kyle Pitts out of Florida. Now, a lot of y'all going to say they already have Evan Ingram, so why get Kyle Pitts? Y'all don't know Kyle Pitts. He's a tight end. He says he's registered as a tight end. He can play your outside and slot receiver, bro. Kyle Pitts is a once-in-a-generation talent. If you don't believe me, go back and watch his tape. Against Georgia this year, he went out and lined up in the outside, went up on Tevin Campbell and out-jumped him. And then on top of that, too, when you watch his game against Bama, he out-jumped 2 DBs. And when you saw him play against Georgia, too, in that Florida versus Georgia Classic game, Georgia was literally intentionally trying to take his head off. That's how good he was. When you have teams trying to literally take you out the game, you know that you're really special and really good at the game. They was trying to take his helmet off. They was late hitting, dirty hitting him. Kyle Pitts, bro, is going to be dirty. And you do have Barkley coming back. So you get Barkley, you get Kyle Pitts. Give Danny Dimes some more weapons, bro. And Evan Ingram fix some hands. The Giants could be doing some dirty work in the future. Now, with the 14th pick with the 12th pick in the NFL draft, I have the San Francisco 49ers getting Caleb Farley out of Virginia Tech. So it's pretty clear that Richard Sherman is not coming back next year. So why not start your defense off right and get a lockdown 6'2", 6'3" man corner in Caleb Farley. You got Nick Bosa coming back off an ACL injury. You just drafted Javion Kinlaw last year. You have Fred Warner. So why not get Caleb Farley? A lot of y'all are saying go Mac Jones, but I feel like this is too high for Mac Jones, and on top of that too, I feel like Mac Jones can go later. If you really need a quarterback in your San Fran, you can always trade for one or just draft one next year. I feel like right now, I would get DB help because Sherman's gone and just get that corner and Caleb Farley. And so your defense doesn't take a huge dip. And I believe Caleb Farley could be the next best man corner in the NFL. Now, with the 13th pick in the NFL draft, I have the Los Angeles Chargers getting Rashawn Slater out of Northwestern. Now, Rashawn Slater can play offensive guard. He's never played guard, but he can play guard and tackle. Why not protect your franchise guy in Justin Herbert? Justin Herbert is damaged. He does some damage. My fault. Not he is damaged. He does damage. That's completely my fault. Let me reword that. Justin Herbert does damage. He was Rookie of the Year. You saw what he did with Keenan Allen, Mike Thomas, and Mike Williams. What the hell did I say Mike Thomas? Mike Williams. You saw what he did with Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. So why not give him help and protect your franchise guy and protect Herbert, give him more time in the pocket? And who knows? Chargers could sign like another slot receiver if they really wanted to, or a running back. But I'd say right here, Chargers go Rashawn Slater, protect Justin Herbert, protect your guy at all costs. And Rashawn Slater will do that, trust me. He will keep Justin Herbert's jersey clean. Now, with the 14th pick in the NFL draft, I have the Minnesota Vikings getting Kwity Paye out of Michigan. So here's where a lot of y'all going to say, why not go Gregory Rousseau here? I feel like Kwity Paye is a slightly bit better than Gregory Rousseau, and I feel like he fits better. So you do have Danielle Hunter. You have Harrison Smith. You just drafted. A lot of y'all going to say the corners suck. Well, you do got to realize the two corners that you just drafted are rookies. Jeff Gladney and Cam Dantzler are rookies, bro. So you got to give them a chance to finally develop. Then you got Harrison Smith leading the secondary. You got Eric Kendricks in the middle, and you got Danielle Hunter. So you do need help with that pass rush game. Kwity Paye will get to that quarterback. So I believe right here you go Kwity Paye, get more edge help, and help those DBs out and get to that quarterback way faster. Now, with the 15th pick in the NFL draft, I have the Patriots getting Mac Jones out of Alabama. So you never know with Bill Belichick. He might not go this way. He might go a different route. I believe Mac Jones right now. Here's the thing about Mac Jones that nobody understands. When you saw 2019 when he played against Auburn and Michigan, and when he had to come in for 2 when Tua was hurt, nobody thought Mac Jones was that guy. Everybody thought he was just going to be a backup the rest of his career. Everybody thought the following year when Tua left, that the freshman Bryce Young was going to take this man's spot. Mac Jones was never going to be heard of again. Gone. This, the dude works his tail off in the offseason and becomes a first-round draft pick. Everybody did not have Mac Jones drafted last year. Nobody even thought of him going nowhere near the first round. The man shows Alabama as a steamrolling team, puts Alabama's always been on the map, but puts himself on the map, and now Mac Jones is in the first round, and why not take a chance on him? The one thing I will say about Mac Jones is you need to give him weapons, bro. Because if you do not give him weapons, I do not think Mac Jones will produce like that. You need to give him weapons. So rather that be go get a free agent in the offseason or draft more weapons in the second round. You do need to give Mac Jones weapons. I will admit that. Because I do not think, because even though he did great this year, he still did have Alabama's talent like Najee and Devontae in him. So I do believe that for Mac Jones to produce in New England, give him more weapons, and then I believe he will produce. With the 16th pick in the NFL draft, I have the Arizona Cardinals getting J.C. Horn out of why can't I think of the name? South Carolina. My fault. Dumb. Out of South Carolina, J.C. Horn. So, J.C. Horn, Patrick Peterson's not coming back. They already said they're parting ways. Get J.C. Horn from South Carolina. Big, lengthy corner, around 6'2", 6'3", can really be physical at the line. We saw that this past year. Why not go get yourself a man corner? Go help out Byron Murphy. You got Hassan Reddick. You got Chandler Jones, who's 30 years old. You drafted Isaiah Simmons. Give him a chance. And you have great Budda Baker leading your team. You get J.C. Horn and get that young Cardinals defense really started. And let's get it really going. You got Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins on the offense side. A lot of y'all saying give DeAndre Hopkins or Kyler Murray more weapons. You can get that later. Get J.C. Horn, bro. Help out your defense, bro. Defense wins you the game. And if you get a lockdown corner like J.C. Horn, in the future, I believe he's going to be something nasty. Now, with the 17th pick in the NFL draft, I have the Las Vegas Raiders getting Gregory Rousseau out of Miami. Now, Greg Rousseau, he did opt out in this year, so that put Kwity Paye ahead of him. Gregory Rousseau, here's the thing that a lot of you are going to say. We got Max Crosby already. We need help in the secondary. Why not get a safety? I feel like in this year's draft, the safeties are going to come better in the second round. There's no need to rush and get one. You need to get to that damn quarterback. I'm not going to lie. Because I heard that you guys are the fewest in the league. And you need a player that gets to the quarterback out of that 4-3. Max Crosby is cool, right? He's cool. He did his thing. Gregory Rousseau, just give him some help, bro. Give him some help. Y'all could go linebacker here, but y'all already like your middle linebacker. So I believe right here you go Gregory Rousseau and we'll get that quarterback straight out of Miami. I don't know if he's going to be as good as everybody thinks he's going to be. I honestly think Jalen Phillips is a tiny bit better than him. But I do believe that right here you go Gregory Rousseau out of Miami. Now, the Dolphins are back up at the 18th pick. And with the 18th pick, I have the Dolphins getting Zaven Collins out of Tulane. So if you don't know who Zaven Collins is, he didn't play in the FBS. But if you watch his tape, bro, lockdown linebacker, he can go play side on the sideline. A lot of y'all could say JOK from who's Jeremiah out of Notre Dame to go play for the Dolphins. But I give Zaven Collins a slighter bit better edge. Go watch his tape, bro. And Jerome Baker is cool and all in the middle, but he can't cover like Zaven Collins can. Zaven Collins can really cover and play side on the sideline. You got Xavier Howard, Byron Jones. You got Christian Wilkinson in the middle. You got Jamar Chase within the third pick with Devontae Parker on the offense side. And you got Myles Gaskin. If you want a running back, you can get a running back second round. Like I said, bro, there's so many running backs. You can get them second round. There's no need for a running back right here. Go ahead and get yourself Zaven Collins. Go get that coverage linebacker and then really wreak havoc. You went 10-6 this year. I believe with Zaven Collins, he can make your defense that much better and make you guys go at least 11-5, 12-4. And compete with the Bills because that's what you're doing right now. You're competing for the Bills. Zaven Collins is going to stop the middle. He's going to stop the slants for Diggs. He's going to come up and clog Zach Moss and Devin Singletary. So get Zaven Collins. He's going to make that much of a playmaker. And he will make an impact his rookie year. Now, with the 19th pick, the Washington football team, I had them getting Kadarius Toney out of Florida. So, Kadarius Toney is a great wide receiver. He dropped a bit of balls at the Senior Bowl, no doubt. But don't blame that on Kadarius Toney because that dude is a baller, bro. So do not look at the Senior Bowl and be like, oh, he's trash. Nah, bro. Kadarius Toney's insane, especially with the ball, bro. He runs like a gazelle. He reminds me of Alvin Kamara, how he runs the football. He's a deep threat target. Your defense is already set with Chase Young, Cole Holcomb, and you have Montez Sweat. You got a rookie corner that does great. So then on offense, you have a young Terry McLaurin. I don't know if Heineke's going to be a quarterback or Alex Smith. And then you have a great rookie running back in Antonio Gibson. Why not give Alex Smith or Heineke more weapons than Kadarius Toney? Now you have McLaurin, Toney, and Gibson. You have a triple threat with the quarterback, bro. And not to mention, you went first in your division without even having Toney. Toney will make your offense that much better. Trust me. Now, with the 20th pick in the NFL draft, I have the Chicago Bears going Rashad Bateman. So a lot of y'all are going to say, Bears, why not go Kyle Trask here? Why not get a quarterback? Listen, I have the Bears getting a quarterback second round. Right now, let's be honest here, Allen Robinson's not coming back to Chicago. He doesn't like it there. He's probably going to go to Baltimore or something, but that's for a different time. Why not make a safe choice and instead of going receiver here, help out your rookie or your sophomore now receiver, Darius Mooney, and get Rashad Bateman, bro. Bateman arguably is the top receiver in this draft. He's like top 3, top 4. And that's where he is right now because he's the fourth receiver taking off he's the fifth receiver taking off the board out of Minnesota, bro. He fits your offense better. Go ahead and give him more. Go ahead and give that quarterback, your new quarterback, more help. Obviously, the second round quarterback's not going to start right away over Mr. Trubisky, so he's going to have to sit a little bit. But Bateman can come in and make an impact right away. Straight out of Minnesota. Trust me, guys. Go there. With the 21st pick in the NFL draft, I have the Indianapolis Colts getting Rondale Moore out of Purdue. So, a lot of you are going to say this is a lot of receivers coming out the first round. Here's the thing about Rondale Moore. I understand the Colts need more corners because Xavier Rhodes is probably not going to return. You just drafted Michael Pittman last year in the second round. You got Jonathan Taylor, and then you got Jacob Eason, who you drafted last year. So, Jacob Eason is going to be your starting quarterback most likely this year. So why not give him more weapons and more help? The Colts receivers are good, but they're not amazing. Why not add a speedy wideout to a 6'4", 6'5" Michael Pittman and Jonathan Taylor, and then with Hines, and just have 4 or 5 offensive weapons and really dominate and give Jacob Eason help? Jacob Eason does have a great deep ball throw, and Rondale Moore, throw it to him, bro. Let him go get it. Let him fall under the ball, bro. Let him go make a play. Rondale Moore right there, 21st pick with the Colts. I feel like that would be a great help. You could go offensive tackle with Christian Darrisaw as well, but let's go Rondale Moore. Let's go Rondale Moore. With the 22nd pick, I have the Tennessee Titans getting Jalen Phillips out of Miami. So I saw Jalen Phillips, especially during this Senior Bowl week. Jalen Phillips is amazing, bro. He's a great pass rush. You can't really block him like that. I think that he would be the best. No, I said out of Miami. Tripping. Out of UCLA. My fault. Out of UCLA. My fault. I said Miami. That's my fault. Jalen Phillips is amazing, bro. He did have a lot of concussions, which did end his career and at UCLA. So everybody's gonna say concussions are a concern. If he didn't have a concussion problem, he would be way up in my draft board, but he does have a lot of concussions. So that's gonna be one of the things that's gonna really set him back. But if he doesn't have concussions, bro, I believe right now the Tennessee Titans do need to get to the quarterback. They need better pass rushers because they do have great DBs. They have a great offense already in A.J. Brown, Corey Davis, if they resign him, Derrick Henry. So why not get a pass rusher and go get that quarterback? Jalen Phillips will do that, bro. Can't really block him. Now, here's where the draft really starts getting interesting. With the 23rd pick, I had the New York Jets getting Travis Etienne out of Clemson. Now, a lot of y'all going to say, why not go Najee Harris here? I feel like Travis Etienne does not fit. I mean, not Travis. Najee Harris does not fit this Jets offense. I feel like for Zach Wilson to really have a chance at quarterback, I feel like he needs a running back like Etienne. Even though Najee Harris is a great receiving back, I feel like Travis Etienne is an even better one, and he's more elusive than Najee Harris is. And I feel like Zach Wilson, if he escapes the pocket, dump it out to Travis Etienne. Go have Travis Etienne line up at the slot. Travis Etienne is more of a, not better than Najee, because Najee Harris is definitely the best running back in this draft. I just feel like he's more used better in the system than Najee Harris would be. So that's why I got Travis Etienne out of Clemson going 23 to the Jets. With the 24th pick, I have the Pittsburgh Steelers getting Najee Harris, believe it or not. Okay, so here's where I say about the Steelers, right? A lot of y'all going to say, why not go Kyle Trask here? Why not go a quarterback like Jamie Newman or something? Get Ben Roethlisberger out of there. Ben Roethlisberger is not really your problem. Your problem is the run game. Y'all can't really run the ball. No offense to James Conner, he's cool and all. I say get Najee Harris right here and not waste any time. You could wait until the second round to get him, but then by that time, I feel like a team would take him because Najee Harris is like a first, like a top 2, top 3, early second round pick. He's not really a late second round. So if you're already a late first round pick, why not just get him now? You could go offensive tackle or you could go with DB. Actually, not even with defense because your defense is actually pretty nice with TJ Watt and you have Joe Hayden. I don't know if you want to get another corner here or if you want to go another safety to help Nika. But I say you just get Najee, bro. I feel like it's a safer choice. Najee Harris can, if Ben Roethlisberger needs somebody to swing it out to, dish it out to, give it to Najee. 3rd and 1, 4th and inches, give it to Najee. Najee's 6'2", I mean not 6'2", Najee's 6'3", bro. He's a 6'3" running back. He's not easy to take down. And I feel like in the NFL, Mike Tomlin gonna get that man right. So Najee Harris is going 24 to the Steelers. With the 25th pick in the NFL draft, I have the Jacksonville Jaguars with their second pick getting J.O.K. out of Notre Dame. Now, J.O.K. is a sideline linebacker. He plays both ways. He could have gone with Zaven Collins winning 18, but I gave Zaven Collins a slight bit more of an advantage. J.O.K. is really good, though. Like, really, really good. I saw him when he played Clemson twice, and I saw him when he played Bama. He's a great sideline linebacker, and he can cover as well. Like I said, Jacksonville already got an offense already in a young offense, and you drafted C.J. Henderson last year, so why not get J.O.K. and help the middle of the field and help your backers out? You could go defensive end right here, but I feel like you just need a backer, and I feel like the backers in Jacksonville will be better. So, yeah, go J.O.K. out of Notre Dame, go get that help. With the 26th pick, I have the Cleveland Browns getting Carlos Basham out of Wake Forest. Now, even though a lot of you are going to say, don't go Carlos Basham, the Browns don't really need another edge rusher. They got Myles Garrett, and they need more backers. Not necessarily. You do got Denzel Ward. Greedy Williams, you could say we need to go corner because Greedy Williams is never healthy. But I wouldn't give up on Greedy just like that. Your offense is obviously amazing with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt in your backfield. I don't know if you trade Odell or not because you did play better without him. But you still have a superstar in Odell. You have Juice coming back. And you have Austin Hooper and Baker Mayfield. A lot of y'all are saying this, bro. Trade Watson for Baker, bro. I understand what you're saying. Obviously, Watson's a better quarterback. Don't get me twisted. But it would be absolutely foolish for you to trade Baker Mayfield after what he played last year. The way he played last year, it would be foolish for you to get rid of him. But Baker proved after a sophomore year something that he's going to be a good quarterback in this league, bro. Help out Myles Garrett and get Boogie Basham, a big edge rusher, to come off the edge, come help the Browns. I believe right here they go Boogie Basham. Now, with the 27th pick in the NFL draft, I have the Baltimore Ravens getting Terrence Marshall out of LSU. like I said, bro, this has nothing to do with Allen Robinson. So I don't know if Allen Robinson signs as a free agent and they go a different route and they could get Christian Darrisaw, but I said that's for a different day. So I'm saying what off what the team needs. Terrence Marshall out of LSU. If you don't know who Terrence Marshall is, he was very overlooked by Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase in 2019. He did opt out this year at the beginning of the year, so you didn't really see him play by himself. But what he did do was he did be that third target, but he was great at playing at LSU too. He's a 6'3", 6'4", big body receiver. He's he's very fast for how big he is too. And I love Lamar to death, but he needs more weapons, bro. And Lamar needs to learn how to not depend on his. Let me say it like this. Here's the difference between him and Vic. Vic, yeah, he'll get the job done on his legs, and he'll rely on his legs if he has to. But Vic will throw the ball 70, 80 yards down the field if it's in crunch time situation. I feel like Lamar trusts himself, and I'm not saying he doesn't trust his teammates, but he trusts himself a little too much where it's past situations and he's running the football, bro. I believe you give Lamar a big body target besides Mark Andrews because he loves Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews is his best target. And I'm not saying that your tight end shouldn't be your number one go-to because Kelsey's number one go-to for the Chiefs. I feel like a receiver should be your number one go-to in these type of situations unless you're Travis Kelce or Kittle, of course. And I believe Terrence Marshall could help balance out that offense because he's a big body. You can do jet sweeps with Marquise Brown. You can get Marquise Brown more opportunities. You got Mark Andrews. You can throw it to Mark Andrews in the middle of the field. And then you have Terrence Marshall on the outside. And then you have J.K. Dobbins. So this whole offseason, bro, I'm getting a big body receiver. It'd rather be Allen Robinson or Terrence Marshall Jr. I'm telling Lamar, I'm teaching him how to throw the ball so he can finally be damaged. So he can finally do damage with his arm and not just his legs and really open up that Ravens offense. The Ravens defense is going to do their thing, bro. Marlon Humphrey, Marcus Peters, Matthew Judon, they going to do their thing, bro. You don't got to worry about them. Calais Campbell, they going to do their thing, bro. It's an offense right now, and I feel like everybody, that running stuff is cool within the first half of the season, but once the playoff comes, everybody's on that running stuff, bro. So I feel like you need to stop doing that and finally start giving more players a chance, and Terrence Marshall will help open up that field. So I believe the Ravens will go Terrence Marshall right here. Now, with the 28th pick in the NFL draft, I have the New Orleans Saints getting Trayvon Moore out of TCU. So, a lot of y'all saying safeties don't really need to go into the second round. Trayvon Moore is obviously the best safety in this draft. The Saints right now, I say you get rid of Marcus Williams is probably going to leave. So then you can have Gardner Johnson drop back or come up and play slot safety, or you can have him drop back and play safety. And then you can move Trayvon Moore to deep safety or soft safety as well. You have Marshawn Lattimore, Cameron Jordan. You just drafted Zach Bond last year. So, and you already said that pretty much James Winston is going to be your quarterback, Alvin Kamara, Mike Thomas. So you don't really need nobody like that. And you drafted Ruiz from Michigan last year to go play offensive line. So you don't really need a line either. I say you get Trayvon Moore, the best safety in this draft. Go make my Falcons, make them have trouble, bro. I don't ever see a problem with going with Trayvon Moore right here. Give my Falcons some issues, bro. Now, I like to say this, bro. I'm less of a hater than what I used to be, and I actually enjoy just watching football, bro. So if you give my team some comp, bro, it'll make everything more fun. It'll make the NFL season that much better, bro. With the 29th pick in the NFL draft, I have the Green Bay Packers getting Amon St. Brown out of USC, bro. Now, a lot of y'all go and say the Packers just got torched in the secondary. Why not go Tyson Campbell or Eric Stokes out of Georgia? You can get a corner within the second round, bro. I feel like right now, even though the offense for Aaron Rodgers did do very well this year, you got Devontae Adams, you drafted A.J. Dillon, and then you got Aaron Jones. So, and you got a big tight end in Tunyon. So why not add another big body receiver, 6'4", or 6'3", 6'4", Amon St. Brown. And Jordan Love is going to be your quarterback fairly soon. We don't know how soon. It can be this year, it can be next year. We don't know how soon. So why not give Jordan Love the best situation you can and give him a play that can impact his rookie year, and Amon St. Brown will do that. He would get the job done. You could go defense as well. You could go get Tyson Campbell or Eric Stokes, but I say you get Amon St. Brown just to be safe with this. With the 30th pick in the NFL draft, I have the Buffalo Bills getting Tyson Campbell out of Georgia. So, a lot of y'all going to say Buffalo needs a running back. I don't necessarily think that. I think that where they really messed up and what it showed against the Chiefs is their defense was freaking terrible. Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce was dominating the Bills in the middle of the field. And they need somebody that can cover. You could go Nick Bolton out of Missouri, but I necessarily say you need another cornerback to guard the outside receivers. You got your Tre'Davious White. You got Johnson in the slot playing corner. He does all right. But if you don't go, you need somebody to stop the middle of the field. And if you don't go Tyson, go Nick Bolton, obviously, because Nick Bolton got some great pass coverage instincts and defense straight out of Missouri. So I could see you go there, but I'd say you take the safe choice, get Tyson Campbell, and then you can have him play slot or outside of the corner, and then you can have him kind of guard the middle of the field or probably just sit there like a slot corner. So I got Tyson Campbell out of Buffalo. So he's a speedster guy too, so he could cover speedy guys as well. With the 31st pick in the NFL draft, I have the Kansas City Chiefs going Azeez Ojulari out of Georgia. Now, so here's what I'm saying about the Chiefs. A lot of y'all going to say after this past Super Bowl, oh, they didn't have their tackles. Their tackles didn't. They had backup tackles. They had a backup guard. Yeah, they did. Let's not get it twisted. The Bucs still crapped on that defense, bro. The Bucs still put up hella points on that defense. And here's what I'm saying, bro. You need a pass rush. You need somebody that can get to the quarterback. So I understand the Chiefs got Chris Jones and they got Frank Clark. Frank Clark didn't do nothing against Tristan Wirfs. Tristan Wirfs is the best he's going to be the best offensive tackle in the league, bro. I promise you. The way he plays, bro, I called it out. Tristan Wirfs is going to be the best offensive tackle in the league at some point. So you got Tyrann Mathieu, you got a rookie corner in Snead, you got Sorensen playing in the middle. You need a pass rush to get to the quarterback, bro. I got the Chiefs going with a surprise receiver in the second round because I feel like Andy Reid would do some shady shit like that. But you need Azeez Ojulari, bro. Go get a pass rusher. Go help Chris Jones get to the quarterback. Frank Clark is cool, but he's not Azeez Ojulari, bro. Azeez Ojulari he's top 3, top 4 pass rushers in this draft, bro. He's gonna wreak havoc right out of the gate as a rookie. I believe the safer choice right here is to go Azeez Ojulari and go get the quarterback. Mitchell Schwartz and Eric Fisher are both old tackles. Now, I know a lot of y'all going to say they're Pro Bowl tackles, but they didn't lose that game because the offense couldn't score like that. Even though the Buccaneers, they shut them down. They couldn't get to Brady. They couldn't stop Fournette. Azeez Ojulari is going to stop the running game, and he's going to get to that quarterback, bro. They couldn't stop Brady, bro. Brady had all the time in the world to throw that ball. I'm about to cuss. Okay. So, Azeez Ojulari to the Chiefs. And now with the final pick in the first round, I have the Tampa Bay Bucks getting Christian Darrisaw. Why? Because your defense is already amazing. They just shut down the Chiefs. They're fairly young. You have Antoine Winfield. You got JPP, Shaq Barrett. You have Dean Murphy. You got, who else is on that defense? I'm missing. Ndamukong Suh as well. And Levante David. Your defense is pretty set. Your offense, you already got Mike Evans. So he's taking a pay cut for Chris Godwin. And you re-sign Antonio Brown, and then you bring back Leonard Fournette. So you don't really need anything. You're at that point where you don't really need anything. And if you was a draft, bro, get another tackle and really, like Tristan Wirfs, and really protect Brady, bro. Because imagine having 2 great offensive tackles. Brady is not getting touched. And for your franchise quarterback after Brady, you already have 2 great tackles, so his pocket will be clean 24/7. His blind side will be protected by Christian Darrisaw and Tristan Wirfs 24/7. And if the Bucs get Christian Darrisaw, bro, it's going to be OP. They're good because they're going to say, exactly what they said, running back and 2 great young offensive tackles dominating the offensive line, bro. That would be amazing. But let me know how I did in this mock draft. Thank y'all for tuning in. Shout out to you. I'm about to get out of here. Let's see what happens in this year's draft. No combine this year, so we got to just see what happens in free agency. But like I said, bro, 2 times out of here. Peace.